Studies show that movie titles are inherently cooler when they have the word "the" in front of them. Batman? Lazy. The Batman? Terrific. Suicide Squad? A disaster. The Suicide Squad? Success. X-Men? Lame. The X-Men? Cool. A few days ago, I uploaded a video where I pitched the MCU's Fantastic Four, and I asked all of you if I should make another one. You guys responded, so here I am with another video where I pitch a future movie. Today, I'm going to pitch the MCU's X-Men. For the name, I originally was going to go with X-Men Children of the Atom, but then I discovered that was the name of a 90s Capcom game. So the only logical explanation to go forward was to put the word "the" in front of the title. So it automatically raises the cool factor. The past few X-Men films have been either really good or really bad. I'm going to analyze this to get to the bottom of it. So, if you don't mind, let's head on over to the Stonks Corner. The X-Men movies that feature Hugh Jackman's Wolverine have been the most successful. Logan and Days of Future Past have been some of the best comic book films of the last 10 years. Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse, on the other hand, were really, really bad. Wolverine had a small cameo in Apocalypse, but he didn't even have a speaking role. It has come to my attention that Hugh Jackman is the key to the X-Men's success. But how do I replicate that success without Hugh Jackman? Well, I don't know. But I'm going to try and convince you otherwise with my pitch for the MCU's X-Men. Here are a few ground rules first. I'm not going to include Wolverine or Magneto in this movie. They've been in the forefront for far too long, and it's time to focus on the other members of the team instead. The team will be made up of Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Beast, Colossus, Kitty Pryde, and Nightcrawler. In this world, nobody knows about mutants yet. The X-Men existed in the 90s as a team only used for covert missions. They hadn't appeared in the spotlight yet. We begin in an old-fashioned cafe at midnight. A teenage girl walks in and gets a coffee. An older gentleman asks her if she is here by herself, and she says yes. They engage in friendly conversation for a minute until a man in a black suit walks into the cafe, followed by a group of other people in suits. The man notices that the girl is worried and asks her what's wrong. She tells the man that people in the suits have been hunting her down. He tells her to get behind the counter as the other man approaches them. "I'm here on the account of Essex Corp, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave." "Is there a problem?" he asks. There is a disturbance. In this very cafe is what you might think is an ordinary teenage girl, but in reality, it's a species known as a mutant. "You can't be serious," says the man. The man in the suit pulls a gun out and holds it to his head. "Try me." Suddenly, there's an abrupt puff of smoke as the man gets kicked in the face. The other people open fire as the puff of smoke teleports across the room. The people in suits are knocked out and the girl returns from behind the counter. "Sorry about the trouble," she says, as she walks through the door. Title card! Cut to the X-Mansion. Charles Xavier discusses with Beast and Storm the current mutant kidnappings that have been occurring. He's able to track these mutants using Cerebro, but there's something keeping Charles from reaching them. Scott Summers and Jean Grey visit the mansion after they received a distress call from Charles. They tour the school after having left long ago. Scott reunites with his younger brother, Alex, and he introduces Scott to his buddy, Bobby Drake. They confront Charles and ask him what's going on, as he tells them about the mutant kidnappings. They watch a news report about the attack at the cafe and see security cam footage of Kitty Pryde. Cut to Kitty and her friend Kurt Wagner, who can teleport, entering a convenience store. A burglar robs the store at gunpoint. Kurt teleports and punches the robber. He responds by shooting Kitty only for the bullets to go through her. They leave the store and get confronted by Colossus and Storm, who take a reluctant Kitty and Kurt to the X-Mansion. Charles asks them about the men from Essex Corp, but Kitty refuses to cooperate. Charles takes her aside and tells her about the X-Men and his dream for mutant kind. She tells him about the hatred she's faced and the difficult life she's had to live. She decides to stay one night at the X-Mansion. Scott and Jean have a subplot where they debate whether they want to be X-Men again or not. Kitty escapes during the night and encourages Kurt to leave as well. He declines, saying that he loves it here and he feels safe to be who he really wants to be. Kitty's internal struggle comes from the fact that she's felt like an outcast her whole life. She's afraid that if she lets herself feel accepted again, she's just going to get cast out again. She leaves alone and gets captured by Essex Corp. They discover she's gone in the morning, and Professor X telepathically tracks her and discovers that she is in danger. The X-Men travel to her location, an abandoned Trask Industries warehouse, where Essex Corp is storing their captured young mutants. They sneak in and rescue Kitty, but end up coming face-to-face with Nathaniel Essex, also known as Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister is a longtime villain of the X-Men who is yet to be seen on screen. He's not a mutant himself, but he's obsessed with mutant genetics, and made it his life's work to transfer their powers to him. They find Mr. Sinister and retreat. They return to the X-Mansion and create a plan to rescue the other mutants. They make special suits and find out that the mutants are being held in an underground lab in New York City. They fight Mr. Sinister, and the action makes its way to Times Square, where mutants are introduced to the world. The movie ends with Kitty and Kurt joining the X-Men and training in the Danger Room. Hey everybody, thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to comment. Here's a little PSA. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel 3 Stooges Productions. They do some fun challenges, and overall they just make some really fun videos. So if I were you, I'd check them out and I'd give them a subscribe. Thank you.